My name is Lauren. I'm 27, a marketing analyst in New York City. Last month, I collapsed mid-presentation. The room spun, then disappeared. Fluorescent lights, IV drip, hospital air too clean to breathe. My phone buzzed. Dad. He never calls on weekdays. Sweetie, your boss said you fainted. Are you okay? Just dizzy, I whispered. Probably stress or not eating enough. A pause. Not eating enough? Isn't the 3-hour allowance covering your basics? My stomach twisted. What allowance? The one your mom sends every month. Silence. Then, stay there, I'm calling your mother. 3 years. 3,500 a month. 126,000 gone. Mom never missed a payment. Just the right daughter. I left the hospital with discharge papers and a dull headache. Mom called before I reached the subway stairs. Lauren, there's been a misunderstanding. What misunderstanding? I asked. You know your sister's path is time-sensitive. Haley needs investment now while doors are open. I've been eating expired yogurt, I said, while you fund her selfies. You have a job, she replied, too quick. Haley is building a career that needs support. I am building a career, on $38,000 a year. In New York City, she exhaled. We allocated family resources where they'd have impact. You mean you diverted my allowance? I said. 3 years. 3,500 a month. 126,000 I never saw. That's not fair wording, she snapped. Your father didn't need the details. So Dad doesn't know, I whispered. He thinks he supported both daughters equally. Silence. Don't be dramatic, she said and hung up. I rode home to Queens, shaking. The studio smelled like dust and cold noodles. A mattress on the floor. A folding chair. A dying mini-fridge. Dad knocked 40 minutes later. He stepped inside, eyes scanning everything. How long have you lived like this? Since I moved here, I said. He opened my fridge. A jar of peanut butter. Half a carton of milk. Takeout stretched across 3 meals. Your mother showed me transfers, he murmured. Regular deposits. She said they went to you. To which account? He pulled up a screenshot. Joint account, Mom and Haley. Description. Support fund. Every month, like clockwork. Something inside me tipped, then hardened. Stay tonight? He asked quietly. I'll be okay, I said. He finally saw the poverty I'd been taught to hide. Saturday smelled like lemon polish and old arguments. Dad asked me home for a family conversation. I knew it was a hearing, not a talk. The dining room gleamed like a courtroom. China cabinet witnesses stared through glass. My chair felt like a defendant's bench. Mom arranged napkins that didn't need arranging. Her bracelet clinked like a nervous metronome. She avoided my eyes, then overcorrected, smiling tight. Haley swept in late, glossy and breathless. Designer athleisure, green juice, perfect waves. What is this? She asked, already bored. I have a casting at 4. Dad didn't sit. He placed papers on the table. Lauren collapsed from malnutrition, he said evenly. Hospital confirmed anemia and dehydration. And your mother diverted her allowance for 3 years. Mom inhaled like the word burned. That's not fair, Robert. I allocated resources for both our daughters. You embezzled from your own daughter, he replied. The transfers went to a joint account. Your name and Haley's name, not Lauren's. Haley's lip trembled, then steadied. I didn't know, she said. Mom said Dad was helping me succeed. You didn't ask where the money came from, I said. You liked not knowing. It kept your life pretty. Silence tightened the room like plastic wrap. Dad slid another page toward Haley. A repayment plan, he said. 126,000 principal. 3% annual interest. 2,000 a month until cleared. Haley blinked like the numbers were foreign. My rent is 2,500, she protested. I can't afford that. Then get a roommate, Dad said flatly. Get a day job. Millions of artists do both. Mom reached for the paper. She's at a crucial stage. Punishing her now ruins momentum. Dad's face closed like a door. Financial infidelity has consequences. To our daughter. To our marriage. He turned to me. I'm sorry I didn't verify sooner. I'm sorry I didn't see. I stared at my hands. They looked older than last year. Steadier now. Dad placed a checkbook on the table. Write it, he told Mom. Today. My name, the amount, the date. Ink shook, but the zeros held. I didn't cry. Something inside felt carved and emptied. Justice can arrive late and still cut. Haley sobbed into perfect sleeves. I handed her a box of tissues. I slid the check into my purse. My fingers trembled. My breathing didn't. Have you ever survived on willpower alone? Tell me in the comments. I stood to leave first. The chair legs rasped like a verdict. The house no longer recognized me. I got my money back and lost the family I knew. Recovery began with groceries and sleep. A doctor said the quiet thing. Malnutrition, she wrote, pen steady. Your body needs more than grit. I bought bread without checking prices. Fresh berries, real butter, good cheese. I cried at the register quietly. A bed frame arrived in 2 boxes. I assembled it after midnight. The mattress rose like forgiveness. The floor finally stopped stealing warmth. Then the payment text started slipping. Running late this month, Haley wrote. Agency delayed my check. Dad forwarded me transfers he covered. Just bridging once, he promised. Once became again, then routine. Old patterns dressed as mercy. New hunger under a better roof. I felt the old dizziness, emotionally. I opened Instagram and watched her life. Haley's rooftop sunsets, manifestation captions, luxury skincare unboxed in soft light. She posted struggle from a marble lobby. She called it perseverance. I called it subsidized. I made a burner account. No attacks, only questions. Curious how you afford Miami on model gigs? Do your parents help? She deleted the first comments fast, so I asked elsewhere. I replied to real strugglers underneath. I listened, agreed, compared costs. I became credible by being patient. Then I asked again, publicly. Many models take second jobs. What's your bridge income? Someone from high school connected dots. Isn't your sister Lauren in NYC? Didn't she faint from not eating? Engagement spiked like a fever. A TikTok narrator stitched screenshots. 200,000 views by morning. My phone pulsed like a conscience. Mom called, voice pitched thin. Are you proud of ruining her? No, I said steady. I'm proud I'm finally eating. Haley rang at 2 a.m. sobbing. Brands are pulling campaigns, she gasped. People think I stole from you. Didn't you? I asked softly. I didn't know, she insisted. You didn't ask, I answered. Ignorance financed your lifestyle. Local news ran a segment. Sister starves while sibling lives lavishly. An anchor practiced measured outrage. They used my hospital photo. I made tea and said nothing. The internet didn't need my voice. It needed their math. Dad texted, punctured and quiet. I enabled her again. I'm sorry. Stop, I wrote. Let consequences finish their lesson. Haley posted an apology video. No makeup, puffy eyes, careful wording. She promised a day job. She promised a cheaper apartment. She promised to repay, with interest. Comments split down the middle. Some offered grace, cautiously. Some asked for receipts, immediately. That night, I folded grocery bags. I stacked them in a drawer. I kept one for a souvenir. Proof of a boring, beautiful ritual. I wasn't hungry anymore, but I still counted everything. Not calories, not dollars. Boundaries. I didn't leak a secret. I punctured a story. Fallout moved faster than remorse. Haley's bookings evaporated within a week. Emails arrived with careful corporate sympathy. We're pausing the partnership indefinitely. Mom called daily, then hourly. Her messages swung like a pendulum. Begging, bargaining, blaming, back to begging. I stopped answering. Silence became my only yes. Dad didn't ask me to fix it. He asked for dinner instead. Wednesday, 7, the Italian place, he wrote. Candlelight softened the room's sharp edges. Garlic and basil warmed the air. He looked 10 years older. I filed for legal separation, he said. Financial infidelity is documented. He slid a folder toward me. Screenshots. Statements. A timeline of betrayal. I should have verified, he continued. I believed the best without evidence. I didn't see you starving. I kept saying I was fine, I said. I was taught to be fine. He nodded, eyes glass bright. You should have been allowed to fall safely. We should have been your net, not your cliff. A server poured water quietly. Dad exhaled, straightening the papers. From now on, verification is love. We ate in small, careful bites. The pasta tasted like forgiveness attempts. Haley texted after midnight. Got a retail job. Start Monday. Moving in with roommates. 1 week later, a transfer landed. Her name finally on the sender line. $1,500. Not $2,000, but hers. I didn't congratulate her. I sent a receipt and balance. I asked nothing else. Mom demanded a meeting. She chose the house in Connecticut. The kitchen looked magazine perfect, unchanged. She started with a practiced breath. I made terrible choices, she said. I wanted both daughters to succeed. I thought time was against Haley. Time was against my blood work, I answered. Against my body, my rent, my safety. She reached for my hand. I didn't offer it. Boundaries don't hate. They hold. Dad arrived with his lawyer's binder. Mom's face hardened, then cracked. Tears made her mascara fresh water. I don't want to destroy you, Dad said. But pretending protects your behavior. Consequences protect our daughter. Haley sent the second payment on time. Then the third, almost on time. Receipts stacked into something sturdier. A bridge, not a truce. At month 4, she overpaid. $2,500, with a note. Bonus from holiday sales. Trying to do better, I walked home through early snow. My phone buzzed with another deposit. Dad, not Haley this time. I called immediately. Refund it, I said. She needs the muscle, not me. He paused, then agreed softly. You're right. I'll stop rescuing outcomes. That night, I opened old photos. Pre-collapse, pre-truth, pre-highline. Everyone looked glossy and harmless. We were none of those things. For once, consequences didn't skip the beautiful one. Years moved in small, honest steps. Rent paid. Groceries unremarkable. Therapy every Thursday at 4. Haley kept paying, month after month, sometimes late, sometimes early, always documented. Receipts stacked into something steady. Dad finalized the divorce quietly. Verification became his new language. He showed up, then stayed. I learned ordinary rituals again. Saturday laundry. Sunday soup. Phone on silent while I sleep. My apartment softened around me. A rug that didn't curl. Plants that survived winter light. Frames with photos I chose. A message arrived in January. Zero balance, Haley wrote. Interest included. A screenshot followed, plain and brave. She asked to meet in the city. I almost deleted the text. Instead, I typed, coffee, 20 minutes. She came in a simple coat. No extensions. No camera-ready face. Hands chapped from retail shifts. I miss you, she said carefully. You miss who I was, I answered. Before I learned boundaries. I miss the sister I broke, she said. I'm trying to be worth knowing. We walked the High Line at dusk. Hudson steel blue. Air sharp enough to tell truth. I can't schedule forgiveness, I said. I can offer conditions, honesty and consistency. No rescues. No lies. She nodded like signing a contract. I'll keep showing up, she said. Even when it's unphotogenic. At home, I lit a candle. A quiet flame, steady and small. I ate dinner without counting consequences. I slept through the night. If you've been through something like this, you're not alone. Tell me what you kept and what you finally released. I didn't forgive the past. I outgrew it.